Welcome into Phillies Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Ricky Bottalico along with Ben Davis. What a beauty that was, huh?
Not
7-1 loss to the Marlins. 4-game losing streak. Nothing's going well. You look at this ball game and you start from the starting pitcher on. Am I right?
Yeah, without a doubt. 4 innings pitched by Zach Eflin, exactly what the Phillies did not need. Had to burn up a lot of bullpen pieces again. Still have 2 games left in Florida, going up against a tough lefty tomorrow. This is not what the doctor ordered by any stretch of the imagination. The bat's just silent. Schwarber 0 for 5, 2 strikeouts. His batting average sits at now just .094.
The only guy that I see right now in this lineup that seems, well, there's 2 guys. Castellanos, I think, has hit the ball on the screws pretty much all the time. At least he has good at-bats. Like you say, he doesn't give up at-bats ever. Rhys Hoskins has had some really good at-bats to start the season.
Yeah, 2 for 3 again tonight. His batting average at .292. I love the double to right center in his first at-bat, and then later on gets a double down the line, down the left field line.
Seems like he's the only guy that's letting the ball get deep and driving the ball where it's pitched.
Yeah, not trying to do a whole lot, but his bat is staying in the zone. Him using the whole field is everything for Rhys Hoskins. It's fun to watch.
And starting, I said in pregame, I said you cannot keep waiting for your middle guys to hold the game together, and that kind of sat there and, looked at us right in the face tonight.
We thought they were aggressive last night. Tonight they were out of control aggressive. I mean, going up there, they could have thrown the rosin bag at the hitter tonight, and they were going to be swinging at it. It seems like every time the big names in the lineup go up there, it's 0-1.
Yeah, it is.
It's something that I just think it would behoove them if they just saw more pitches right now.
You know what time it is?
Ruben time.
Time for the crossover. We go down to Miami. Ruben Amaro Jr. How you doing, pal?
Not as well as you guys are, probably.
Oh, no, that was a beauty of a game.
I was a little closer to it.
You know what, Ruben? Let's start with Zach Eflin, okay? Because this is 2 outings in a row, 4 innings both times. He has not shown improvement, that's for sure. And quite frankly, I'm watching him, and I feel like his sinker doesn't have much movement, and that's where it has to start with him.
Well, I think he had some movement on it. I think the
downhill,
problem was he was getting down below the zone, and they were not fishing at it. And then he had to bring it up, and once he started bringing those pitches up in the zone, they were jumping all over it.
You take a look at his day. 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. Didn't give up a home run, but 4 strikeouts, a walk. The 81 pitches in the 4 innings is what's starting to bother me a little bit.
Yeah, it's something that is not trending in the right direction, and that needs to be nipped in the bud as well. But again, these guys, I said before the season started, this team will only go as far as the starting pitching is going to take them.
Right.
And right
it's
now,
not taking them very far.
It's not taking them very far, especially into these ball games. And again, you're putting way too much pressure on these guys in the bullpen and this offense to score runs. I think they're kind of realizing, hey, we got to put up a lot of runs because right now the starting pitching is not getting it done. Zach Eflin didn't have his best stuff tonight. But I know it's early for him. It's early for a lot of these guys. But how many times can we use that excuse?
Yeah. Take a good look. Kyle Schwarber, you talked about 0 for 5 in this ball game. There's 3 things that stick out. Bryce Harper 0 for 4, Schwarber 0 for 5, and the one guy that's been getting it done, Rhys Hoskins.
And Castellanos as well.
And we're going to go to Joe Girardi just moments ago down in Miami.
That stuff just wasn't as crisp as it was his first start. And they jumped on him. They were aggressive in the count on him and jumped on him.
What do you attribute that to? Just he's still late spring training mode?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, it's hard to predict what you're going to get just because of where guys are at. Nick Nelson was fantastic the other day and struggled today too. His changeup just didn't have the depth that it had the other day, so it's hard to say.
Does that make
the big thing is, we're not scoring runs when we have opportunities, and we're putting our guys in a tough spot. But I really believe we're going to hit. It's just there are other teams going through it. We're going through it right now.
Do you notice any specific way your team is getting pitched?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. We've swung the bat, in 8 games, probably decent in 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them. And in other games we've struggled.
How much of when you're scuffling to score runs, and your leadoff guy is in in a skid. How difficult is that on
Well,
offense?
he only leads off the first inning, for sure, right? So
But he's a big piece of your offense.
he is
I
a
mean,
big piece, right? You know, and so is the number 3 hitter and the 4 hitter and the 5 hitter and the 6. I mean, we're expecting this offense to be deep, so it's it's just not on one guy. We've had guys get 2 or 3 hits in one game and then they don't necessarily get them. But the biggest thing is we've had a chance to score, we haven't scored.
You'll change things up naturally tomorrow just because you're facing
A
the lefty. It's
left-hander.
going to look a little different.
Yeah.
You think that might help? Maybe just a little
Hope
different
so.
look?
Hope so. Give him a different look. Might be a different look Sunday, too.
Is there a chance that Muziati plays himself into like a little bit of a bigger role in the short term?
Yeah, I mean, his at-bats were good tonight. We'll go day by day. I expect Veer to things. He got a hit today, so it's hard when you're that guy that doesn't have a hit. I mean, it's really hard. Hopefully, he'll relax and get back to who he was.
What do you think of Muziati's defensive plays, though?
Fantastic. The kid played great today. Really happy for him.
if you don't, if you change things up tomorrow because you're facing a lefty, who's your leadoff candidates?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet tomorrow from that standpoint.
Okay.
But it's probably going to be a little bit different tomorrow.
What do you expect out of Ranger? Because, like you mentioned,
He pitched a pretty good ball game the other day, actually, right? So, I think he got to 60-something pitches, low 60s, so you can increase it. And he can be very, economical and get quick outs. And you got a team that swings the bat sometimes early. You get some quick outs and ground balls. So, I expect Ranger to pitch well. I mean, like the other day, that's a ball that he catches 99 out of 100 times. It's double play, and it might be totally different.
I think it's only 2 out of 8 games you've had a starter go 5, and I know you didn't expect your guys to pitch deep, but that has a cumulative effect, does it not?
It sure does, and especially when you're playing 13 days in a row. Is that earlier? Yeah. I mean, that's hard, right? I mean, a lot of teams have had a day off. We haven't, and it's that's why you're seeing like a familiar have to pitch in a game like tonight because you got to spread it around.
Can you think of any other reason why Nelson might have struggled tonight beyond?
Just his changeup, for lack of a better term, was flat. Usually it has really good depth, and it's hard to say. It's early. It's hard to say.
Does he figures have an important?
Yeah, I mean he could. I mean these guys are important. These long relievers are important right now. And the other day he gave us, came in on 4+ really in a sense because he came in with 1 out or 2 outs in 1 inning. So I mean these guys are important. Sanchez should be pretty live tomorrow.
Well, speaking of home runs, right? First at bat of the Phillies season, this guy hit one. Let's hear from Kyle Schwarber.
So, things couldn't have started off better on the season for you with a home run on opening day. But since then, what's kind of turned for you or on you?
I mean, just got to take it day by day. There's going to be many days that are going to be like this, and there'll be many days that are differently. And I think you guys will see me that obviously, there will be frustration, but once it's over with, it's over with. There's nothing you can do about it. All I can do is just keep working. So, be the same guy every day, and I'm not going to ride that roller coaster of emotions of, breaking, slamming, pouting, anything like that. No, I'm not going to do that. So, just got to keep working. Tomorrow's a new day.
Have you noticed anything specifically about how teams are attacking you guys as a whole?
No, I mean, no, not really. I mean, we just got to do better, right? Plain and simple. At the end of the day, we're putting some good bats, and then whenever we get some guys on, not really capitalizing on getting those guys in, and as a whole, that's our goal, right? Is to be able to do that. And where are we at? Game 8. So game 8, right? So glad that we can point out some weaknesses and start, working on it. Like it is what it is. And there's I don't think you're going to look at any person in the clubhouse and you're going to see anyone panicking, right? Like it's a long season, but obviously there's things that need to be that personally I need to work on. A team that we want to be better at, and we're going to work at it, and we're going to be better moving forward.